for Media Day. Of course, that means the season's getting ready to start. And I think everyone across the country looking forward to college football this season. I think it'll be exciting for everyone. I know our team is looking forward to the challenges ahead. We've got a great challenging schedule that we're looking forward to playing. And we've got a lot of guys on our team that have worked really hard, put the time in all spring, all summer to get to this point. We got a great collection of young men that guys on our team last year, additions that we've had through the transfer portal, additions through the high school recruiting are all here. They're working hard, and I think at this point we've gelled together very well. We feel like we've got very good components that understand what lies ahead and what it's going to take to win. So for the last couple of years here at the University of Louisville, we've had some success. We want to continue to improve upon that and push it forward, correct some of the mistakes we made along the way, and have a successful season. But we got a lot of hungry young players that really want to excel and play well. We're looking forward to getting things started.
Coach, thank you. Your first question to your left, third row, right there in the middle of the aisle.
Chris Powell, Couch Coach Lab. How you doing, Coach?
Good.
How do you balance developing talent versus leaning into the transfer portal?
Well, player development's the number one thing we're going to work on doing, and that's whether we get young high school prospects or even transfers. We still got to develop and make them the best players they can be. So, you know, our team will consist of both. We want young players that you believe in from the high school ranks that fit and come in and work hard, and you hope they get on the field as fast as they can. But if not, you got to continue to work with them and understand that it's a process. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. But if you spend the right time with your players and you invest in them, you'll get the most out of them. When it comes to transfers, you know, whatever's going to make our team better. I think if you ask our good players on our football team every year, they're going to want more and more of the best players you can to help them succeed and play well and win football games. And I think even when you get those guys in, you got to continue to develop their talent and sharpen some things along the way and study film and put a lot of work in to help them succeed. So our team will consist of both, and whatever we think we got to do at the end of the year to improve and get better, we'll do that. And we don't have a number on a figure on it, but we will work hard to make sure that we analyze every position and do the best job we can to put the best product on the field.
Coach, right side, fifth row, gentleman in the white shirt.
Brandon Pockers with the league winners. Kind of similar to that question. I want to ask you, what goes into how you target players for your program, whether it be in the portal or in your high school recruiting classes? And specifically relating to 2025, what players from this recruitment class have stood out to you so far?
Well, your first question, you know, I don't think it's an exact science. You believe in what you think makes up a great football player and how it can help your team win. And without question, between myself and our recruiting staff and our coaches, we analyze as many guys as we can and make sure that we, if we find some and they want to be a part of our program and we think it fits, then we're going to go full speed ahead. And that's going to continue every year. And you know, you got to build relationships. You got to spend the time in to making sure that gets done. In football, there are a lot of players on a team, so you got to really get to know a lot of young men, and that requires a lot of time and a lot of effort to get done. But it's part of the process. We enjoy doing it. It's fun to get a chance to know players from all over and their families, and hope that it's a good fit. When it comes to players on our team, we got a whole handful of players that we really think can do well. We've got 4 young men with us here today, and Miller Moss, our quarterback, Chris Bell, our receiver, and TJ Quinn, one of our linebackers on defense, and Antonio Watts, one of our outside linebackers / nickel defenders. And all 4 will be outstanding players for us. They're great leaders. They're really good teammates. They've worked really hard. You know, 3 of the 4 have been with us the entire time and really want to win, and they want to make this year very successful and are committed to getting that done. And I think they'll lead by example first, and then when they need to be vocal, they'll do that. And, of course, Miller is a quarterback we brought in that we feel great about. He's got a ton of experience. He's played a lot of football. He wants to go out with a bang as well and have a great last year, and we want to help him do that. So all 4 young men are representing our football team. They understand it'll take everyone on the roster to get it done, and everyone will play a role, but these guys will set the tone.
Coach, left side, third row, all the way towards the wall.
Katrina Sackins, Sports and Culture Media. Coach, how are you?
Good.
Good. You've been dubbed by many as the quarterback whisperer of college football. What is it about your coaching style that allows you to mold guys into such quality talent?
Well, I think that playing the position was important. I've been able to do that a little bit, coaching the position for a long time, being around a lot of great players and coaches along the way. Really, football has been my life ever since I was a young boy. So you just learn things along the way, and I think in order to win at a high level, a lot of things have to take place, but you have to have great quarterback play, and it's important that that's a big component of winning football games. So for us, we have a process. We want guys that want to work hard and want to be a leader and play at a high level. Every one of them has different talents, and I think we're able to adapt maybe as well as anybody to what they do well and have a system that allows us to succeed at the things that they're really good at. But all these players, in my opinion, and young men on teams, they work really hard now. And if you're willing to put in the work with them and invest in them, you're going to get great dividends out of them, and they're going to have great success. So for us, building the roster where the quarterback doesn't have to do everything, you have a good running game, you've got a good play-action game, you've got a good defense, you've got a good offensive line. All those things matter to great quarterback play, and we hope to once again for Miller to have a great year, and we definitely are optimistic that with the weapons we have and the team we have, he will excel and play extremely well for us.
Coach, right side, about the 6th row, right in the middle.
Steve, College Football Sunday. Coach, with both your buys being done by mid-October, what are some things that you're going to do to keep your team fresh for the last 7 games?
Well, that's a great question. I think every head coach is different in their philosophy. For us, we're probably just naturally more cautious than others. We definitely understand the length of the season, the toll it takes on its body, and we adjust really our training throughout the year, but definitely in fall camp to make sure that while we get in a ton of good work, we get to the first game healthy. And it's important that our best players are healthy and that they're healthy as long as we can keep them that way. And if we happen to lose a few, we've got to be able to respond, and the others have to step up. But we want to do our part as coaches and have a plan. Like, we just don't coach a certain way, and either, if we've got a lot of injuries one year and less the others, not adjust. We're going to adjust, and we're going to make sure that everything is being done to get our guys healthy, to keep them healthy throughout the entire year. Obviously, there'll be a few things here and there that'll happen, but I think we're very strategic in planning and making sure that practices are set up to get the work in, but to get to the game healthy.
Left side, Coach, first row, right in front of you.
Coach, obviously playing at Louisville from '89 to '93 at the quarterback position, you know what the culture was like back then, and you know the culture that you have now. What are some of those parallels that you wanted to include from your time there, what you thought was most valuable about being at Louisville as a student athlete? What are some of those pieces that you brought into your own program here at Louisville?
Well, there are a lot of things. I think I was fortunate enough to play at the University of Louisville when Howard Schnellenberger was our coach. I believe in a lot of things that he's believed in and taught. One of them was we took on all challenges. We played all the tough teams we could. We believed in a tough schedule, and we knew that was going to make us better in the long run. And we also probably knew that players wanted to play those games, coaches wanted to coach them, and fans wanted to see it. So that's our scheduling philosophy as much as we can. We're going to try to play as many good teams as we can every year. We've tried to schedule teams here in the past and haven't been as successful getting it done to keep improving our schedule, but it's important that, in my opinion, that you play the best, to be the best, and that our guys enjoy doing that. And it's important that our guys work hard every week and not take one team lightly. But it is fun when you play quality football teams and you put it all out there on the field and you find a way to win and you win some special games. Beating Notre Dame at home 2 years ago, beating Clemson this past year were good wins for our program. And we just got to continue to build on that and find ways to win as many as we can and see if we can get to the prize at the end.
Coach, right side, fourth row, hard right.
Billy Embody on theponyexpress.com. Coach, you played SMU their first year in the ACC last year. The film you had was mostly, against AAC teams. With the full slate of ACC season underneath them, How does that change your preparation or how you maybe assess the film and things like that going into facing them in year two? Kind of similar with Cal and Stanford as well.
Well, SMU stepped in. They did a great job. My hat's off to them. They played some really good football. They came in ready to go. I thought their coaches coached extremely well. They put a great plan together, and they found a way to get to the ACC championship game. So credit to them. Of course, all of us are trying to get there as well. So, you study them as much as you can, and you find ways to improve and what can we do to find a way to win the game. But, those guys did a great job, and they brought a lot of value to the league, and I think they'll be really good as well this year. Of course, Cal and Stanford are great programs as well. We lost to Stanford last year out there. All those teams are capable of playing really good football, and they've got really good coaches, good players. They're great programs with a lot of history, and I think that this is a competitive league from top to bottom, and you've got to come ready to play. And those three teams have done a good job of coming into this league ready to go.
Left side, second row.
Hey, Coach, Steve Reed from the Associated Press. Kind of a philosophical recruiting question. I guess when you're recruiting a quarterback out of high school, you're like, come on in, develop, and you got a chance to play. But when you're going after a quarterback in the portal, most of those top guys have played. They've started. They want to come somewhere where they can start. Is there a different recruiting method that you have to do as a coach? I mean, do you have to make promises? I mean, how does that work when you're recruiting someone out of the portal as opposed to high school?
Well, it's a great question. I know for us, I can't speak for others, but I think it's important to paint a picture for all your recruits coming in, especially transfers, but even freshmen, of how you think this is going to play out, and give them an exact plan of what they want to hear as far as getting on the field. How can we help you get better? When do we see that taking place? Can we help you get to the next level? What are the ways of doing that? And in the end, it's going to take them putting in the time and effort to do it. So there's not a perfect science. There's going to, they might be able to exceed that, or maybe they don't get to that point. But we put a plan together, and you've got to communicate with recruits now and make sure that you sell the vision that you have to help them achieve their goals, and you got to be specific. So we're very specific in what we talk about, how we can do it, what we've done in the past, and we go in great detail about presenting that plan to them and their family members or whoever's a part of the process, because it's very important, and it really means a lot to us as coaches that if we sell something to a prospect or someone coming into play, that we deliver. And it means a lot to us, and we don't want to let anyone down, and we want to make sure that even the next ones that come forward, that we have some proven products and some proven things that have happened to show them that, hey, when we say something, this isn't to try to get you to come play for us. This is to come through on what we feel like we can do for you, and to deliver, and to make sure they achieve their goals.